Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Lucario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, yesterday I did a live stream, a late night stream on YouTube or whatever. And so one of my subscribers called in and he said that, he's been going out there, applying the game and getting it in, right? So he basically said, over his, span of, hollering at chicks and make shit pop, he's had sex with over like 70 girls, right? Now keep in mind that they say the average guy has only 7 sex partners in his whole life, right? But this dude said he has 70. Now, in the chat room, on the live stream, a lot of the dudes is like, oh, he probably just had sex with, girls who are 5s and 6s and, or girls who are 4s and 2s or whatever, right? So they trying to say, okay, yeah, he's messed with all these girls, but they're probably ugly or they're probably not that hot or whatever, right? Now, let me enlighten you for a second, because I want to explain to you guys the type of women that, players fuck with, or guys who are, messing with a whole bunch of chicks are gonna get, right? What you have to understand is that if a guy is dealing with a whole bunch of girls, like he has, like a whole bunch of chicks he's fucking with, right? What's gonna happen is that some of the girls he deals with are not going to be dimes. You understand? Doesn't mean that the girls are gonna be like totally like physically unappealing, but they're all not going to be dimes. Why? The reason why is because the more women that you interact with, right, the more chances that you're going to run into chicks who are not that hot. And so if you have like, the skill to really get girls and you have that large sex drive, you got to really, you got this appetite for sex where you're like, look, I want to get my dick wet. I love fucking, right? You're not gonna go around and say, oh, I'm gonna wait until the next dime comes around before I fuck again. I know this girl right here who's a 7 wants to fuck me, but no, I'm waiting for the dimes. You're not gonna do that. And if you do that, that means you're going to be having sex with less and less women. You understand? It's like this: if you was in a party and there was 100 girls there, and all 100 girls wanted to have sex with you, right? Now, let's say over the span of a year or two, all these 100 girls in the party wanted to have sex with you, right? The odds of all 100 of them being dimes are slim to none. Because when we talk about a chick being a super bad chick, let's just say, because, looks are subjective and all that stuff, right? But if we're gonna say like what society standards are of like who's a hot chick and all of this stuff, or let's say you pick someone that most people will say is a good-looking chick, like let's say someone like Scarlett Johansson or Beyonce or whoever, right? If you're in the party and there's 100 girls, right? There's not gonna be 100 Scarlett Johanssons and Beyoncés. You maybe get like 15, 20 if you're lucky. And then the other 80% is going to be, average to below average, right? So if you're the type of guy who likes to smash a whole bunch of chicks and get a whole bunch of shit popping, you need to know that every girl that you deal with is not going to be that dime. You understand? Unless you're the type of guy who is going to go really hard and just go and talk to all hot chicks and never talk to any girl that you think is below a fucking 9 or 8. You feel what I'm saying? Which most of y'all aren't gonna do, because that would be a big ass waste of time if you're trying to, have sex and make shit happen, right? So the thing is, you gotta understand is that if you're the type of guy who wants to really get things going, as far as, having like, a lot of sex with women, there are gonna be some girls who are not going to be dimes. It's just the reality of the situation. And if you are under some sort of illusion, because this is what I usually notice. Guys who are not really out there putting in the work, or guys who don't really have that much experience dealing with women, they are under this illusion that all the chicks that they're gonna fuck with are gonna be dimes. And there's not that many chicks out there who are that hot. Do you understand? Most people objectively are, people will say is average. You understand what I'm saying? Men and women. So where are you finding all these dimes? Matter of fact, I've been out here walking before I even put this video on. I was walking around for maybe 20 minutes, and I've seen a few women. I haven't seen any dimes the whole time I've been walking. And I must have passed at least 100 women at this point. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm out here trying to holler at chicks and I'm only waiting for the dimes, I would have been walking out here hollering at nobody, because I haven't seen any dimes yet. I haven't seen any tens. You understand? They're out there, but they're not out there like that. Look, I remember, if you guys remember, if you've been rocking with me for a while, me and my dude Miles did this show called Hot Chick Confessions, right? And I'm not sure, some of the episodes might still be on YouTube, I'm not sure. You gotta check it, because I had other channels or whatever, right? So we did this show called Hot Chick Confessions. So Hot Chick Confessions was basically a show where we would go around the city and just try to find girls who look hot to interview and talk about relationships, right? So do you know that me and this dude Miles, right? We would sometimes, and mind you, we only have I think 10 episodes for the first season, and we tried to do a second season, but we only found maybe 4 girls. So for the first season, we had 10 girls. In the second season, we got up to 4 girls, and then we kind of branched off into something else, right? Now, while we were walking around, we seen a whole bunch of girls who were cute. They were, decent. I would say 7s, some of them 6s, some of them 8s. But the ones who were really, really hot, right? They were hard to find. So me and Miles would have to literally, I remember one time we were walking around for maybe 2.5, almost 3 hours before we found the first girl to interview. You understand what I'm saying? Because also what it is too is that we were trying to find girls who were really, really hot, because we're putting them on screen, we're presenting it to you guys, and you're gonna be like, oh, you guys judge more harshly when you're gonna be seeing a girl presented to you as hot. So if you are thinking in your fantasy mind that you're just gonna be walking outside or going into these places and all of these chicks are just gonna be bad, you're fooling yourself. Now, there are certain situations where you can be in those situations where you find a whole bunch of hot chicks. So there's certain, if you go to certain types of parties or certain types of events, you might find, a good number of hot girls, but again, you're still gonna find a large number of them who are average. So the thing is, if you are actually trying to be a guy who's getting a lot of sex, just understand that they're not all going to be dimes. They're not. You understand? Now, and again, the only way that's gonna work out for you where all of them are dimes is, one, your game gotta be super tight, because that would mean that every time you see a dime, 9 times out of 10 you would have to get her, because you're probably not gonna see another one for a while. And 2, you would have to actually see a large number of dimes or run into a large number of dimes, which you're probably not going to in most cases. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that if you're out here trying to get sex or whatever from a whole bunch of chicks, just understand they're all not gonna be supermodels. And it's not even saying that you can't get the girls who are supermodels. I'm just saying that you're not gonna have access to that because it's hard to find. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to find that many chicks who are dimes, because most chicks are not dimes. Like I said, if you're in a party with 100 women, maybe 15 of them, and 15 is generous. In that party, you might have 8 chicks who you would consider a dime. So a lot of the girls you're gonna see is probably gonna be, or a lot of the girls you're gonna mess with, is gonna be maybe between the 6 to 8 range in most cases. You understand? So just understand that. Don't have this like little fantasy where you're thinking that, oh, you know, all these chicks you're gonna be messing with is gonna be on some dime shit. It don't work that way. So when a dude is saying, you know, hey, I've been fucking with a whole bunch of chicks, and you trying to clown him because, oh, you know, he ain't messing with a whole bunch of dimes, all that means is you don't understand the game and you haven't been out there, because you're still in this fantasy world of thinking that all the chicks you're gonna eventually mess with are gonna be dimes. Now, if you do mess with a few chicks and all of them are dimes, guess what? That means you're messing with or dealing with or having sex with less and less women. You see what I'm saying? So a guy who's only had sex with 5 girls in his life, yeah, all 5 of those girls could be dimes. But if I hear a guy talk about he had sex with 50, 90, 100 girls, I guarantee you, like all of them are not dimes. I guarantee you. You understand? So I just want you to understand what's going on here. You know, so it's not to say that these guys are messing with chicks who are totally unattractive and they're going below their standards and whatever. And remember, what a dime is, you know, really subjective to you, to what you think a dime is. But even though it's subjective, that means that there's only like a certain amount of those women because you have a type. So let's say for just sake of argument, you think a dime is really skinny, like super slim chick with brunette hair and green eyes or some shit, right? That's just a dime to you, right? So how many girls out there do not fit that description? You understand? But let's say you want to fuck a whole bunch of chicks. How many of those girls are you going to find for it to add up to a whole bunch of chicks? It's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So there are going to be girls who you are going to be fucking who are not going to be dimes. There are going to be girls who you fucking that's going to be 6s and 7s. It's just the reality of the game. Every player understands this. Every player who's been out there making shit happen, he's ran through some chicks who are not dimes, who are 7s and 8s and all that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that aspect of the game, all right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, I'm out of here. I will talk to you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, make sure you click the link below to get the Mr. Lucario 30-minute game session. Now, this is a private one-on-one coaching session between me and you where we chop up game for a half an hour. So make sure you click that link below to get the Mr. Lucario 30-minute game session. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Lucario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.